Hello, everyone. Phil Lee returning with another episode of Civil War Chat. Today is Thursday, the 29th of December, 2022. Click on the subscribe button below here if you'd like to subscribe to future episodes, and then also click on the notification bell in the far upper right to be ensured that you will be notified when the new episodes are released. That's the way YouTube does it. I don't know why. All right, today's topic is I'm going to be giving you some quotes from Lionel Shriver on Confederate statues. Now, Lionel Shriver is a novelist. She's written 13 novels. She lives in Great Britain, has for decades, and she writes for the Spectator in London. She did write a column 5 years ago about Confederate statues, and she was recently interviewed on some podcast or some radio station over there. And here's what she had to say about the Confederate statues during that interview. There's something very distinctive about the monuments. They cut across the kind of Burger King uniformity that most America is suffering. They are better crafted than anything likely to replace them. The truth is that most of us don't look at them, don't have any passionate reactions to them, regard them as having nothing to do with us. The only time I, meaning Lionel Shriver, paid much attention to the statues I grew up with around Raleigh as a little girl was when I wrote my 2017 column in the Spectator about them. This present debate about them is artificial. The offense taken is trumped up. It is a pose. The purification that we seem to be requiring is an act of destruction. The political left is a little wrong-headed with their drive toward erasure. That is not in the interests of their perspective, where everyone is supposed to be doing all of this remembering of the terrible things we did in our past. It is instead in our interest to preserve the past as it occurred. I do not believe in the modern notion of harm. Use of that word is all over the place. I think it is fake harm, and this is rubbish. It is all about posturing. It is a pose of injury rather than a real injury. It is weaponized injury. And I just want to call these people's bluff. I'm sorry, but they're not truly hurt. Okay, she puts that case succinctly, and I appreciate it. I hope you do too. Let me share with you something that might help you better understand what I'm driving at and perhaps what she's driving at. My latest, not my latest, but one of my books on the Civil War era is Trading with the Enemy. Now, what's significant about this is that academic historians don't like to write about it because it's hard to make a hero out of any Northerners. And that's something that is taboo in academia today. Everything written about the Civil War and Reconstruction has a bias towards discovering ways to characterize Southerners as bad and Northerners as evil. This book doesn't do that. This book shows how the North bought cotton from the South and used it in their cotton mills in New England. But briefly, twice as much cotton went through the battle lines to the New England mills than went through the maritime blockade to Europe. The New England mills and their intermediaries purchased that cotton, sometimes with gold, which then went into the international market, thereby enabling the Confederacy to buy weapons. Sometimes even Northerners may have even traded weapons directly for gold, and there's a case of that involving a Rhode Island senator, which is included in this story, or in this book. Okay, so if you'd like a copy of it, you can get it Barnes & Noble, Amazon, any bookstore for, I think it's $28. If you want an autographed copy directly from me, then email me, Phil, Phil _Lee, Leigh at me.com. I will cover the postage, and if you're here in the United States, and that means you would pay for the autographed copy $32. Okay, thanks for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time.